was doing just fine before I met you. I drink too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again.
Good morning. So I don't usually film these in the morning, but just decided to do a video for you guys. I know that this video is going to be kind of different, but I just want to explain a couple things. But first off, I want to welcome you back to my channel. I am Kimmy. If you have not been here before, then welcome. And please don't forget to subscribe, and that way you can be a part of the notifications. So what I was saying before, today I just want to kind of let you guys know where we're at and what's really going on with us. But first, I need to clean up our bedroom a little bit. I just washed our sheets yesterday, and stuff, so I'm gonna get that cleaned up first real quick. And my dog is still in the bed. Okay, so give me 1 second.
The day I met you, I forget just why I left you. I was insane.
Okay, so now that I have actually done all that I needed to do this morning, cleaned up my room a little bit, started the laundry, got the dogs out, fed them, everything, and now they're sleeping now that they've done eating. So basically I wanted to kind of explain to you guys what's going on with our wedding and all the type of stuff like that. So I kind of want to just tell you the truth. So as far as like our wedding goes, we originally had our date October 6th, which would have been our 2-year anniversary, and that date was set just because of that special moment, and we ended up having to change that because of Josh's brother being in basic training around that time, and he's still away. So that's why we changed it, because he's gonna be his best man. So, well, one of his best men, because we each have two. I have 2 maid of honors, and then he has 2 best men. So yeah, so that's what that had to do. So our date is December 11th, 2018. So it's like, what, 3-4 months away? So with changing that to December 11th, it is on a Tuesday. Okay, I'm so tired of hearing about that. Like, people get married every day at the courthouse on different days. Like, so what's the difference between having a wedding on a Tuesday? Nothing, other than, yes, people might have to work. People might think it's odd or whatever, or it's harder to find places for them to stay or whatever. So I just want to clarify that when I picked the date, I was picking a significant date for us because it was the first time that we had started living together and really exploring our relationship and discovering who we were and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I chose December 11th. So it was significant for us, not significant for anybody else. And I'm not saying this to be rude, but I have come through a lot of obstacles in planning our wedding, and so many people have told me their opinions on what I should do, or I should change my date, or I should do this, should do that. No, I am getting so tired of people telling the bride what she's supposed to be doing when everybody's supposed to be listening to the bride. If it's not convenient for you to come to the wedding, then it's not convenient for you. I apologize, and I'm sorry that I picked a day that most of you guys won't be able to come, meaning family, friends, anybody. I do know a couple people are trying to rearrange their schedules to where they can come, and I am so thankful for that. I know school is back in, and I know the colleges have finals and all that during that week, and I thank you for those who are trying to get their finals early to where they can come. That's so sweet of you guys, and I'm so thankful to have you guys as friends. And Cutie Pie wants to be in the picture apparently. Okay, go. So yeah. So it's just, no, baby girl, you can't. I know. Cutie, I will hold you in a second. Ugh, you guys, stop it. Okay. Are you okay now? Oh, you gotta touch me. Okay. So anyways, it's just I'm finding it very difficult, and I'm finding it really stressful. I don't want to change my date again. One, because my invitations are already out. And two, we've already got things set up with our church that we're going to be getting married in. We've already got things set up with them. Stop it, please. Sorry, my dog. Like I said, we've already got stuff set up with them. We've already got stuff set up with the reception area. And I don't want to have to change that because we've already got it locked. And as far as to like my bridesmaids go and stuff, they've already gotten their dresses. So I'd feel totally bad that I just hounded them about getting dresses and then to change dates and stuff. Which, granted, they would already have their dresses, but I mean, at the same time, I feel like that's very rude. I'm having my bachelorette party here in Iowa, so I'm not going to be traveling very much for that at all. Josh and them are going off to like their own thing. So yeah, I personally feel like this has been the most stressful wedding to plan. I did lose two bridesmaids, one because they were pregnant, and then the other one, she wasn't able to attend because of other reasons. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm thankful for those two that did step up and say yes, they would be bridesmaids, but were unable to. And the one that was pregnant, she was due like a couple days before the wedding, so I didn't feel like it was fair of me to be like, girl, you better push it out and get your butt here, you know. So I want her to enjoy that and be stress free. So that's really nice too. Gosh, Cutie Pie, I am busy, my goodness. So I just wanted to clarify on that. Sorry. And also, I feel like I have cried more during this time than I have done any other time. I personally feel like I was told by many, many people that if I were to do my wedding here in Iowa, Nebraska, wherever, that many people would come and travel to see me get married. I think I'm probably like the third person, I may be wrong about this, the third person in my family to have an actual wedding. But I was, like I said, I was told by many people to go ahead and have it here and that they would come. And then finding out through like the RSVPs or through people texting me or my mother that they were not going to attend was kind of hurtful. But, you know, I can't force people to attend my wedding. If you can attend, you can attend. It does hurt my feelings a little bit, but I understand, like, they have to kind of plan out money for it. They have to make sure they have the time off for it, which is understandable. And a lot of questions I'm getting, or a lot of concerns I was getting was, well, why didn't they do their wedding here in California? Well, the reason for that Excuse me. I'm always burping on these freaking videos. What the hell's wrong with me? Anyways, the reason we didn't do our wedding in California was because, and some may not know this, but Josh is active duty, and which means that he has to get permission when he leaves the state to go to certain places. And for that, he would have to take leave more than once, especially if we were planning a wedding in California. He would have to fly, we both would actually fly back and forth to go to California to set up wedding stuff, to meet with whoever is going to be coordinating anything. And that would take up a lot of leave time. And nobody got time for that. He doesn't get that much leave time throughout the year. I think he only gets 30 leave days. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it would be more of a hassle for us to fly there back and forth, doing wedding stuff rather than people just fly here one time and then leave. And that'd be it. And plus we had a lot more resources here to work with. So that had a lot to do with it. I'm basically working off of his schedule for wedding stuff. Granted, he is gonna possibly take a couple days for leave for the wedding, which is obvious. But I just can't ask him to take a whole month off to travel back and forth, like basically, or stay in California for a whole month to do wedding stuff and not get everything done. That's impossible. It literally has taken us all this year to even get invitations and save the dates and all that kind of stuff out. I made my invitations personally because our names didn't fit on any of them. I was searching like on Shutterfly because I had a 40% off on it, and I was like, yes, let's do that, you know, be cheap. I have 40% off plus I think it was like 10 or 15 invitations free, and I was like, oh, sweet deal. So I was gonna jump on that. But then as soon as I started putting our names and stuff into it, our names didn't fit. Our names didn't fit on anything. Whether I had like a, you guys are gonna make fun of me, hot dog style or like, you know, horizontal. So it was just, you know, it was difficult to find what we wanted. And so I went to many different sites to find the perfect one for us. A lot of them didn't fit our theme because our theme is treasure. And so a lot of that was like pirate looking stuff with like kids version of treasures and stuff, like all that kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what, let's just make our own invitation. So I went to Michael's and I found little, not really little, but cardstock that had a map on it of the US, and I did that. And so I cut them out, and then I got a solid color vanilla cardstock paper color, and I glued the map onto that, and then I typed up our invitation part on the computer and had our names fit that way, and burned the edges of the invitation, and then burned the cardstock part of it and made it look like it was old and burnt and crispied and all that kind of stuff. And then I sent them out. And then at the bottom, it has the RSVP site. So if you have not RSVP, please go ahead and do that. If you have your invitations and you know that you're for sure coming, please go ahead and do that. If I had sent you an invitation, you know that you have it. At the bottom, there is a website. All you have to do is type that in to, like, okay, you go to Google. I'm sorry that I have to explain this because some people don't get it. I'm going to have to. You go to Google. At the very top of your search engine, you know how you put in the www dot blah 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 blah. You type that web address that I gave you. You type that into that little bar. Then you click go, and it should take you directly to the site. And in there, you're going to put your name, your last name, your guest that you're bringing. If I gave you a +1, a lot of people I did not give +1s because I know that, like, you're probably either going to be traveling alone or blah blah blah. But for the most part, everybody's got a +1. But you go to that site, put your first and last name, your guest's name if you have a +1. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, +1. And then I asked two questions. Do you have any dietary restrictions? Do you know what date and time you will be arriving? That way I know when to expect you and when to greet you, because I want to say hello. Also, the reason why I put dietary restrictions is because I know there are some people in my family who are vegetarian, some people in my family that can't have certain foods, and I know that some people do have diabetes also, as well as in Josh's family. Like, there are some people that just don't eat certain things and can't have certain foods. So that's why I want to know, because I'm going to meal basically. Excuse you. What you doing? You just want to pop in? Huh? You always want me to hold you, mama. Okay, get off me. I'm done. So those questions are very important for me because I am planning on doing turkey, ham, and all that kind of stuff. So because it's close to the holidays, we're planning on doing a holiday dinner. So that's why I needed to know what you can and can't have. If you need stuff that is low fat, please let me know. Stuff like that. Those are things that I need to know, especially if you have a dairy allergy. Please let me know. I need to know these things, okay? So that's one stress that I've been dealing with. Mostly it's just been people just stressing me out. I did find my dress, but that will be a different video. So I just really want people to really understand that by you constantly telling me I should change my date or I should have did this instead of this, it's really stressing me and Josh out. It's stressing me mostly. And then if I'm stressed, then Josh is stressed, and then he gets upset that I'm upset, and I don't want that. And I just need for people to understand where we're coming from. This wedding is convenient for us, and this is how we want it, and this is what we want it. We're going to get married regardless of how many people are there. I truly, truly want to see everybody there. And I just want people to come, enjoy, and have fun. Even if you don't want to come to the wedding, but you want to come to the reception, that is totally fine with me. If you don't want to come to the wedding and you just want to come to the reception, totally fine. I am set on that, okay? But, however, I do need to know which one you're coming to, or if you're coming to both. That is the main problem. And people just don't understand that the bride needs to know these things. And I feel like after planning this wedding, I never want to plan another wedding to save my life. I never want to do it again. if I ever have a second wedding, which I pray to God I don't, because I'm so in love with Josh and I never want to leave him. If I did ever have a second wedding, I just go to the courthouse. I ain't got time for this because this is so stressful. I never want to do it again. I'd rather just get married and be done with. There have also been talks of canceling it or just changing the date. And like I said early on, that I don't want to change my date. I don't. I don't want to cancel it either completely. But, you know, if it gets to a point where it's overwhelming and I'm just done and over it, then I'm gonna like, I can't do that, right? I'm just gonna be done. But for right now, everything is still set in stone and good to go. What, Pie? You just came in from outside. You don't gotta go potty. You're okay. You're okay. Really, Cutie Pie? Oh. She's just gonna lay here. She just wants me to hold her. So yeah, so those are things that are really irking me, and I would appreciate it if people would just understand where we are coming from. I'm not trying to call anybody out, so don't be messaging me and being like, oh, you were so rude on that it just pisses me off even more, which it's totally not the reason. Like, I honestly, truly love everybody and I want everybody to be there. But if you can't be there, then you can't be there. It's just a thing. If you can't be there, you can't be there. Okay? Not everybody can make it to everybody's wedding. I understand that. That has nothing to do with how I'm feeling. I'm just saying that people are just making it harder for me to really be happy about this time, because I'm hearing different things from all different directions. So, and I think the most important thing is to have somebody there to say congratulations to us. Okay, Pie. Jesus. You're like a child. So, yeah, that's my stance on it. I'm sorry if this sounded rude. It was not intended to sound rude. But it's just how I feel. I just want to be happy. I want to marry Josh, and I want people to see me marry him. Cutie Pie. What is your problem? She just really wants me. I don't know why. You want a hug? Okay, go. Please. So, that's my stance on it. I know Josh has different opinions, and his opinion right now doesn't really matter. So, I just want you guys to be really understanding and understand where we're coming from. Just know that your words are hurting. They do. I'm just not letting it show big time. Just because I have a lot to get done. Got a lot to still plan. So yeah, I'm about to cry thinking about it. I just want you guys to understand how I feel and to know that I want this to be my day and not anybody else's day. Well, I want it to be me and Josh's day. But this wedding is about me and Josh, not about me and the whole congregation and the whole world, you know. Like, I want people to be able to see us get married and be happy. As of right now, I don't know a lot, but I know that a lot of my family are unable to attend. So I know it's mostly going to be probably Josh's family. But as long as I have my best people stand up with me, my best friends, I think we have 6. I have 6 and Josh has 6. So I'm grateful for that. Josh will be wearing his dress uniform, and as well as a few others will too. So that saves a lot. Oh my god, she just wanted me to rub her. Look at her. Cute bye. So, yeah. So we just ask that you respect our wishes. If it's what we want, it's what we want. Please don't keep trying to change it. Like I said, this video was not intended on being rude. I felt like I had to say something. Just know that I love you guys and my family and Josh's family, no matter who comes. Like, we're planning on doing a celebration in California when we go back to visit. And whoever did not attend the wedding, or even if you did attend the wedding, you guys will be more than welcome to attend the little celebration. Also, somebody asked me if I was going to do a wedding video to be like recorded, like vlogged and stuff. I was thinking about it. However, I don't know if I'm going to share it or not. But I might do like something from the reception and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. So just be on the lookout for our next video. It's going to be Draw Our Life, I think. I might change that to being like a little bit further. I might switch it from the first, from wedding planning to the 28th. Or no. Yeah. Draw Our Life is going to come out on the 1st instead of the 28th. So wedding planning will be on the 28th instead of the 1st. Or the 30th. Whatever day that was. I don't remember. I put it in my Snapchat. I will update you guys. And I'll let you know down below what date I was going to change it to. Cutie Pie is being such a baby right now. Like, she wants me to rub her and pat her and all this kind of stuff. I swear, she is practiced for if we want kids. Bye. Okay, well, so that you guys don't sit here and watch me petting on her and rubbing on her, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. If you like this video, please subscribe and don't forget to like and turn on your notifications. And again, I apologize if this came out wrong, but it was not intended on. Say bye, Cute Pie. Say bye. 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 Alright. Love you guys. Bye.